Yeah, I first mentioned my name to be Isaac Kobna Kakwebi from Team Africa Aid Ghana. In collaboration with Rescue Volunteers, they are also NGO based in Accra. This NGO and our NGO happen to have a like-mindedness in everything. If I mean like-minded, this means we all fight the same goal. So recently they decided to help us. They are called Rescue. They want to rescue us. So today we are to have a meeting or an empowerment section with you. The section, the main objective is, you all know that COVID-19 is still existing. Or it's gone? COVID-19 gone? Yes. So we are selecting you guys as ambassador of Tepa Secondary School, ambassadors of Tepa Junior Secondary School, so that you tell your colleagues that COVID-19 still exists. They should use their masks. You understand? Tell your colleagues that COVID is still there. It's not gone completely. So they should take it upon themselves to wear the mask, so that the virus will leave us completely and then we'll have peace. So if you don't use it and your colleague use it and you have this thing, you can infect the others. So we are appealing to you that as we are all from different communities, different towns, different by demographic society, you need to cooperate and use the mask so that you will protect yourself. And then yet again, the project has also prepared itself to give you these items. We are going to host 4 schools, that is Tepa Secondary School, Tepa Senior High, English, Arabic, and then the SDA. So these items lined up here are yours. So when we are done, after Mr. Stanley has presented few things to you, about COVID-19, you ask questions, but ask legitimate questions. Do not ask questions that you yourself, you can equally answer it, but you deliberately ask. So for that matter, these things that you see here are going to be yours, so that you use it to fight COVID, so that COVID will leave Ghana forever and ever. So for that matter, my good friend, my uncle, my father, the assistant headmaster of Tepa Secondary School, I am so grateful. Team Africa is very proud of you, because the first program we did here, you stood on your feet and you fought for us, and our program was successful. So here again, madam, you are also here for what you call a school-based gender violence program. It was very, very successful. So this has motivated us. Anytime we have a program which we think it will benefit the school, we'll make sure that we bring it, so that everyone will have the share cake of Team Africa and then other like-minded organizations like Rescue. So for that moment, at this juncture, I am going to thank you all for making the time, the opportunity to come to participate in this program. Thank you very much.
I believe everybody is in his or her mask. But that's not what I'm seeing. Because I want to risk myself. So I want to be sure that my risk will not be in vain. And then I will not take a very risky decision here. That's why I'm asking whether you are all in your mask. So wearing a mask is not just putting it on. I see some people, the mask is like this. If you know you have put on your mask like this, change it. Because they said it's a nose mask. So make sure it's covering your nose. And very soon, I'm sure some people will put it here. Is that not it? So please, and please, I want to remove mine so that I can speak and speak well. That's why I want you to be in your mask. And it should be so wherever you are wearing a mask. You should cover your nose. I bring you warm greetings from the Health Directorate. And then we thank God we are all alive. Because COVID has been here over a year now. But thankfully, you and I are fortunate to be alive today. By our own efforts. What have we done? We have maintained social distancing, what we call physical distancing. We've also tried our best to use the mask. Is that not it? We've also tried very hard to wash our hands, something we usually did not do. Washing our hands with soap and running water. Haven't we done that? What again have we done? Cleaning our hands with something probably nurses at the hospital were the only people using, and mothers who clean their children and then use the sanitizer to wipe their hands. Is that not what we know? Yes. So why all this? It's due to a pandemic. When we say pandemic, it is the worldwide spread of an infection. The worldwide spread of an infection. COVID is not the only infection that has taken a pandemic effect. There are so many other diseases. How many people know H1N1? How many? Just raise your hand and wave. Avian flu. Who has heard about it? Wow. That's great. We had a pandemic, that's H1N1, somewhere 2008, 2009. And every continent in the world had its own share of it. And now we are here, 2019. Some people say it's the China disease. No. Though it originated from China, coronavirus has been with that since time immemorial. Coronavirus, never. Just say, effect our about this time, no. Organism our unity this time, no. Ay organism na ye nimno baby a. Near say virus be bas system no mu a. Ya o sha atade particular atade. Na o che system no mu a na o dan no ho. Muni mama nkuma wo. Chameleon. Do you know chameleon? That is the nature of viruses. When you leave them to operate, obetimi adan ne ho several forms ahadwen. And that's the current situation we have. Probably some of you will know better. As the coronavirus started free in China. A certain small village in China. And it started free here. And gradually, free China. And I call him if you cross it free Taiwan, ne free about China. From China, no. Since the world is a global village, somebody can live here today, and then the next morning will be in South Africa. So a health threat somewhere is a health threat everywhere. Say how be efa pomuden ho esi wo Ghana ha nne. Within the next 24 hours, a bit may travel across all the other continents. That is why we are here today. Coronavirus from China, it moved. Initially, who China for before we realized that our own people were having the infection. Yeah, a friend community spread. No, how was it being spread? From person to person, an infected person with the coronavirus disease will shed the virus to others. Abra or kasa, abra or hensi. And now, abra, I can't say sneezing. When you are sneezing, when you are talking, and when you are coughing, these are the ways you can spread the virus. Because it spread through droplet spread. Semekasa, ntesuo nkitikiti bibetimi afiri manum aba. Tisa ntesuo no, and I obetimi anya yade na afiri mu. So it's very important for us to all know this. So once we know that, no, into your measure say yenche max no. Max ne bo ho ban if you have the disease. Ebo bi a oni yare no so ho ban. So it's very important for you to wear the mask and wear it well. And when you are wearing the mask, it offers you some protection. In the sense, you say COVID, we have a balance. Do not touch men capital M, capital E, capital N, men. The M stands for your mouth. Don't touch your mouth. What do we know? There are so many of us. Your mannerisms. Yet one man here the answer yenum. Near kekaya more. Ye kekaya more. Ye binum so involuntarily. Ye baba beso ya no. Ni etiti. Especially so ofere ade kakra. And then we have people who pick their noses. Or to one my say bibi se ne hwenum. Ti ese ne nsa no ko wura ne hwenum. Yes, don't touch your nose. But people will constantly go there. And I say don't touch your eyes. So M for mouth, E for your eyes. Don't touch your eyes. Because those are the portals of entry. Timene okasa, droplet never outer. It can enter your mouth. Your eyes. Your eyes and your nose have a link. Your eyes and your nose, they have a link. Enti atoda unya kata. Wo se weni prunes you. Have you observed that? There is a gland that a duct. Yeah, link ye nino e de ba ye hwenim. Nti mpenyufo ka bibi se hweninya na enianya. So that is the idea behind. People are saying COVID never existed, and Team Africa with Ghana Air Service and its partners are saying the COVID is there. And count the say contractor no nani gene. Say na TSU fear. You appreciate it. Timisramu COVID is there. It's real. Within the Ashanti Ghana, about 93,000 cases were recorded shortly. Among the cases are yenyano. Machichem within the Afano North District. Ne hunu say baby a wo bia no. The students also come chichemu a obehu say primary 4 wom. Obi a onko school su wom. SHS 4 wom. So I want you to appreciate the fact that COVID no is there. And so many of us have had symptoms of COVID. Yeah, young reporting. One of the catcher me say, from 2020 till now, onya katada. Nipa kroman nsaso boldly. What the man nsaso say, from 2020, ebesi nei, unya kata biada. Umo wada. Ahwo hye de fan e bia wo anye hye. Feel say what brother. These are some of the signs and symptoms, and let me pick them one after the other. We'll go soon. Adebakwe wo hu ne say COVID say 100 cases are. Emu beye 50 de omu show sign bia. Nipa ne tinya ne ya. Ne ho nya hye. Ommowa. Ohwensi. Onya sign bia. Bibi a kire se nipa no wo yare no. Nipa no on show sign ne ma no bia. Anso o yare no. No kwasem ne say o yare na obetimi de sign afoforo. Yesan say so kasa. So through what? The droplets. Ebetimi akọ foforo so. Ana ye omu a omho be yesi. Those are the signs. Obebo wa ewa no nye so obebo wa obeyi ahoro nko a obi obebo wa dry. Se me gina ha hwie ha me. Metimi abo wa. It's involuntary. Tie ba no hu say etoato so a no hu say bibita akiri e na ama na yesa. Then we have say wo feel say wa bre fatigue. Ebi wo ho a wapo ne wapo so ya oya ni obi wo fear obeka say ni malaria na ba no. And the people are bold to say malaria ba, but they are not bold to say I may be having COVID. So sore throat, eminimukro. Afenso your shortness of breath. As an home or home insisi so ye. ana yewo obi a ono so asa di wanya kata no ne hwene mu so ne nsuo ana se ne hwene mu asi eno wo ho ana ba ko a ewo ho ene de me wo be ka kire msesi a se wanya sa de na me ka kire se isolate quickly while losing a sense of smell until papan bia until eduane de nyese eduane odi aye no nwunu until se ede cases ayenya no bi wo ho no ma oba o se otimi pa se onum tea ya sugar wom nso until sugar no ana de wo ho no se nipa no so ne yem betimi ahwie obi a wanya yade ni bi no ne yem betimi ahwie ana afen so no ne bo befono no obofono so ade de na ba efie. These are some of the signs and symptoms of COVID, typical COVID. Nti ebesra mu ye kono ye hwehwe emu yie ye nkyerɛkyerɛ amanfo mu amonte ase se COVID no niema sei ena ede di wo mu a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wobetimi awɔ yade ni bi mu ma ye mfɛre ho nipa bɛyɛ 120 ni nyinaa megyina ha yi mahu omu nyinaa etoda obi enya yare na na so show symptoms na school mu ha de mo popular yi bi a mo fresh a nipa no obi ta hye max a mo to ne din bi koro nyaza obi ta hye max dodo pa mutimi ma ne din koro na je say obetimi a covid ye go do dom na ya to max na twene ye wo ha ye firi mia bi ahodo bebre ebi firi nkran ebi firi Kumase ebi firi Mampong ebi firi Western region baby eni ne ho nkro ne ba obe show say yare na da ne ho adi no it take 2 to 14 days 2 to 14 days ye bi school ye di na he mpredodo se na obi nje ezi atin ko fie mae ka ben na otena mu nipa na atimu no he na mu firi na mo hye mask and she say me no otena na be continuously 15 minutes me hye mask won hye mask a me wo yade ni bia obetimi anya bi ahome keke no nti mo hye no so covid no ewo ho the surest way aside any other thing yeah betimi dey aboy ho ban mask no the surest way betimi dey aboy ho ban abo me ho ban say obehye mask no now social mask na interesa on horo nsa wo hye mask na interesa on use sanitizer covid no enkoi da so wo ho enti ahobambo ana safety protocols ni nyina ye make sure say ye bedi so tie no na ye koso keka ho nsem a mode abedui ne ye ka say afo ano ha ye were a total of 110 cases covid ne start ye besi nne afi nko a ye nya afi nko na wie ye afi ne ye dru half yenya 30 cases exactly the same time ekopim December ye dinya 80 cases last year tine ye kire say covid ne da so ho nti ye mmomode say nsese ya aban de agu akwan mu no ye bedi so nti no signs and symptoms na ye bobo so nti ne ye pese obia bo no ho ban say the mask is one surest way I betimi dey prevent COVID. COVID ba ye nipa bebre so manya COVID eduro. COVID eni eduro. COVID just like any viral disease bia no eni eduro a wo de betu yare na se. Obi be say self limiting. Eno a betimi akọ. Na mmom niema ada na di wo mu se bia wontimi home. Wo ho ayehye anasa wo bo wa no ene ye ma waduru a ebetimi amasa niema no akofom nti uba na ho ayehye a ye ma waduru we se aduru we covid aduru konom na enko ye ma waduru no se nom ma ahohye no enkofom se wo bo wa ye ma waduru se ewa no nom na anom rase because enu mum na ebetwe wo de akọ because aboa no owo ho no ne botaya ne se enye so be ha wo nya ne botae ne se wo haw akwai te se ntontom mo beka wo o didi nti aboa no so obese o survive. And then the only thing I obetimi atenam nipa ena mmoa binum. Nipa ena mmoa binum. Of course, you know say human beings are higher animals. Nti mmoa binum ho amu esu no te se nipa no omutimi tenamu ema ne yeyi. Naturally, ka coronavirus, yes in the habitat mmoa. Nemum a transmitted edi kan na say China for we mmoa binum a eninti ama omanya saa yade no. Ewo ho. Nemum sesia no human beings are the definitive host. Yemu na otena obenya akade e dia operate. Nti yeso ya mo ye ho ban ampe bibi barrier bi ansi ho ama when yam blocking no from entering us obedi nyina yenya. Nti ase yesha no so mese covid eni eduro yare bi te se ntenchem measles eni eduro ti yensha no so hepatitis B eni eduro viral infection HIV eni eduro de ede ma o de ebe suppress emoa no development obi ani ho wonya AIDS o se wonya HIV o se yama na duro atu ase da mit edu tonfo no person ton na duru a saa na obeka na yema obibi ebema viral load no so beti ndi yansha no so nti virus oya abo bi a yemfa eduru nka na se yeku na firi ho uku na wanhwe a wa bewu niko oba befa wo nipadua na kwa ne bi obefa bi na ode aye ne niema nti no ka se uku na age se uku nipadua no niema ne bi nti yansha no so saa covid eni eduru ni ebe ya ne se ebe boa ma signs and symptoms no so anu abrase eba ye niema bibiri eboa yen nenso na enye na duru yase nim tree ni yakotete nim tree na ye punu bi na ye num bi yase pawpaw leaves na abi punu bi na omo num bi vitamin C na ye di saa niema nyina ye ya epeja ye immune system no mu se betimi akon yade no ama eno akọ naturally obinya yade na after 14 days yare no bekwa akọ test biom no se ye man symptoms no e wo ho na ye man nro e de so symptoms na no a within 14 days obekọ no obe test biom no na yade ni ho nti di kan no na apomdenfo ye di kan test wa whatever the outcome is no ye say 14 days after no ye be san test biom based on say who say follow the same trend not just say after 14 days organism ni ho biom no ye isolate you and I say ye ma you who free afoforo mu for be 14 days e bi there so on show sign na be 11 days after that no ye ma sign eko live a normal life because di kan no once I be nya obi a yade no wono so no see ye block the interaction with other people. Enti obi wo ho no ma ye de omko isolation centers. Ebi wo ho nso a ye hwe ne fie setting na ono abetimi ahwe ne ho wo ho no. Na ya mana hye fie a ompie nko ba bia. So obebo no ho ban abo afoforo nso ho ban. Ti basically eno a na ye de akọ covid a. Nyame ncha de afo ano ha de obi a enwu with covid. Na mum nipa ba akọ ana ne yade no mu ye din pa sa nipa no na hia se yade no to oxygen so because we yin free oxygen so na home ete nipa ba ko pe ene ma ye sa ha no ya men cha de ono so ate esi na che say the control measures will work say discipline ye ho a so the message ya dey mamu as ambassadors for covid whilst we live here and they say covid no is real. COVID is preventable. How do we prevent ourselves from getting or catching COVID? Number 1, face mask. Wearing of the nose and others will say face mask. This is obeshe. Ashe ni ye. Me dey can demonstrate said yes, mask no. Mpempi ye beshe mask na ye hwene da ho. So I asked, then no. Makura Bibeka said about your mask. You are not preventing anything. And then the tendency for you to touch your nose high. Number 2, physical distancing. Under normal circumstances, I don't know how many people will sit on the bench. The best teacher for me to make a catch. Nipa do send the yetenaso. Say 6 on the single one. 5. This is not the ideal situation. Your numbers nintina ebi yetenaso sa. And when I entered here, me yemshe me kakra. Sadden, it's like we are too many. And I cluster dodo. Maximum nka nipa 3 near the bench no so that we can maintain some distance, because me 2 men say it shouldn't touch anybody. So physical distancing no. Nti wanim unka obia, onchemu unka obia, wachi same distance. Yenta use social distancing, go eka social distancing anka ebikura anka onka sa nipa no ho. But physical, body no, anybody fufuro. See maintaining some distance. The second one. Then washing our hands. You know, what covering within the 20 seconds now wash on sun under the running water no. So that you can be safe and keep others safe. Ebasa uko touch doorway now bia mikosomwa I know I'm free, I'm protected. Ebasa uso me bed mu now fro kwatena bed so I know say me so me bed mu I'm safe. Ebasa WC na yeko so on handle mu chimi ya yeko ye hu yi no. I know say me so mu chima I'm safe. But omo ase go run sa mfa so dia obenya ni bi no. Aside say bo on free COVID ho no. You get additional protection from other infectious disease. Cholera. Afi nkade by this time. Say na ka the popular June 3rd. Eba ye na chi no. Cholera kakra man hu so. Nka bribia nka May, June, July. Cholera na wasro. Anya hwe kra no nkran. Now so neno because of COVID last year we didn't experience any outbreak of cholera. Aden we were washing our hands and then we were also making sure we were not touching our mouths. Ntin bibia ye besom bia no and they up in our mouth. So hygiene was in. Ananka man for the bahon tentem no. Efa de ebetimi de ayemtuo ana say stomach disorders aba no. So tey meaning that we had additional protection aside COVID. Nti ebesre washing of hands no. Enye nne eba ye. Veronica bucket has been in existence since nursing began. Nti ye yire ye honi ye wash yensa under running water consistently ebe boayen. In the absence of water, yes, you use the alcohol-based hand sanitizer, not perfume sanitizer. Alcohol-based. Tininya sanitizer be akran as a yeto. Then be out. Make sure the alcohol content is about 70%. You are getting lucky. You may have some supplies for your schools whilst doing this ambassadorial work. We should adhere to these protocols. And again, don't bother yourself to come and give any teacher trouble. Stay home. Mr. Saying, we are genuinely stay home. Because nobody knows what is wrong with you. Stay home and heal yourself. We have people who naturally on pay school now konti. Obeyare. Oyare exam no time beso. If you want to continue with your academic work. People who you know say are visibly sick, or show signs, or bowa, or hwensi. You are not sure of what is wrong with the person. Keep a distance from the person. That is not to say go about spreading the news. Say when you COVID. Say when you COVID. No. Stay away from such person. Also, make sure you protect yourself and others. Then finally, we are here with vaccination. They say COVID vaccine, ABBA. We are saying, Maya who will be vaccinated or this year. Ghana and so started vaccination. Nemum this time, you know, prioritize health workers and then other frontline public officers. Minimum say, akwenya for all of us, but ebreno enyandruye. Researches are still ongoing. Say, people under 18 years, whether the vaccines are safe for we will share in it. Because vaccination, since 1978, have proven say a bit miabo nipa hubain every area who do be brave. Mijidi say yes, the ababete 6 childhood killer diseases. Most of these diseases, no vaccination. Yeah, vaccine. Bibia, nkete say M1 obede yare ne beba. Yeah, ebia ya bubo omo ma yemre. Na ese konipa no mu, untimi fa yare ne made. Na nso konimu. Manipa no system no enhu ne say yare na ba. Na on produce bibia e friend antibodies emeko yade ne free ho. Abra untimi fa yare ne ma. Nti vaccines no sa na ye na adwuma. Nti ye de aba say ye nyina ye be wo vaccine no na abo e ho ban say ye nya covid no. Eno so nkyere say mi gyina ha ya ma wo vaccine yi. Me beja nose mask ne she. No. Eno nkyere say me ja me nsa wo horo. No. In as much as a vaccine na ba say be boa no, you can never be sure. Nti esremu. With vaccine, with no vaccine, the mask continues. The hand washing continues. The physical distancing continues. Nti ebesremu say yen adhere to we say. Na yen she bibin so say the responsibility lies on you to stay alive. Now, for you to accept and use it, no. The need to accept these messages and use it, no. Sebi, mochre no, nipana nsi keke. It's not there for decoration. So if one shall only ye, ebia nipano miminya I was able to survive, but ebia you will not be lucky. And I always think of the other person. Because so better if you one kasa so better if you, but the major responsibility depends on you yourself. Intimesremu. Ne ense bibin so say a health threat somewhere will be a health threat today. Here in Ghana. Tini who say China. Now there's China in Ghana. Tiansha nso. And then stay alive. Thank you.
That we want to protect ourselves from getting the community. We shouldn't touch the manufacturing and the M stand for the mouth, and the E stand for the eyes, and the N stand for the nose. So, my understanding is, we have many parts or many holes in our body, which we can pass through. So my question is, what about our private parts? It's like our private side of those things.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much.
Okay, that is an excellent question. I think he needs a hand of applause. Yes, that's very true. You know, COVID is novel. When we say novel, it's still under investigation. Let me say that. Any kind of, there was this idea that COVID would even be shared through our stool. And similar studies brought out the fact that we be COVID, which means like passing through the semen. That is during sex. The partner may share it to the partner. So yes, it's true. though it's still under investigation to establish the fact whether it can be transmitted sexually or not. It's still under investigation. However, every time people who are infected, you'll be there, they will call you. If the person can bring a sample of the TFP, so the Umbe investigation, they found the organism at a point in the person's life, whilst with the condition, it missioned through the TFP. So it's likely, it's possible, through the semen, like other studies found, could also be shared. Though we cannot emphatically say that is true. But it's still under investigation. Thank you.
Okay, you said something about the vaccine. And I wanted to ask, how sure are we that the vaccines are safe?
That can also probably harbor the organism. For COVID and for disease transmission, the pores are there, but the pores are not just there. Just like we have in the skin. The skin itself is a barrier. That is why somebody can have the organism on the hand, but will not be infected until it touches the mouth, the nose, and then the eyes. Dear Shadowson, cholera, Sisi, I'm a cholera bar. Let me ask you, if I were cholera, nothing will happen to me. But the moment it gets into my mouth, through my GIT, I can get the infection. So our body is said that it's a defense mechanism. The skin is a barrier. And then those ducts you see, they are sweat ducts underneath. The holes national, you want to grow beer. I want to be free ever. And be free also, now in such a way, say, sterile, and I will antibacterial, antifungal properties. Not just say, so organism do a honor. That's why fungal and bacteria and virus with the salty nature, any identity with me, I could never honor. So it offers us a physical barrier. It's me for COVID this last one, and you automatic say, the infection. Unless it passes through my mouth, my nose, or my eyes. Let's keep that. The same thing for other, because it works on your airway. It works on your airway. You know, under no circumstance, and me touching an infected person with my hand. Now, I have anything to do with my eyes, nose, and mouth, the infection. But you can never be sure until I say physical distancing. Physical distance maintain some distance between you and then the possibly infected person or your next person sitting to you, close to you, and the status. So that is it. And how sure the vaccines are? How sure we are that a bit of fire protection? Of course, there have been so many vaccines produced, and the vaccines are not just accepted into the market or into the public space. I said it in March 2020 in my church that Ghana or any part of the world should not expect a vaccine in less than 1 year. In less than a year, no country should expect vaccine. Because vaccine production, they have to repeat, try them, retry them, test it severally, and send out their backup. Say, I am protected. And answer the event acceptability, non sensitivity, the ability to give out a response should be about 99%. Say, the man has protection, and son are not bringing it out. Of course, there are so many vaccines the sensitivity and now you are 80%, 85%. But what the government is introducing now is what has been certified and then proven elsewhere to be safe. The type we call AstraZeneca. a safe vaccine. You're using baby. Yeah, I'm more results. That is what we are using here in Ghana. So be rest assured the vaccines are safe. They are safe for us because we'll be able to any results. And maybe there was this allegation said, over vaccine now, in some parts of the country, and my country is France. France and organization of produce vaccine. So AstraZeneca, we say it's Nipa blood. But when they researched into it, it wasn't the case. It wasn't the case, so they reaccepted it back. So if France has accepted that vaccine, where are we? Who are we not to accept? And the vaccine back out. Like I said, the vaccines are safer. UK, Asia, Tuma, or Yusua. I think it's very safe for us. And that is why I'm taking my shot. Because I'm a skeptic. Me, I'm in jail. I didn't decide. About public health space, I represent Lagan. We are the last people to accept things. And then when we accept it, wholeheartedly. So, trust said, the vaccines are safe for us. Every government would want the people to be safe. That is why our president also accepted for it to be brought in. Minimum oxygen you need, you get it through the mask because it's porous. Porous in the sense that virus won't through room. Minimum oxygen, the clear air now makes me up from alcohol. Of course, the size near our home. Need not completely. So the oxygen, what you bring out, pressure will bring it out from the size of the mask. But what you need in also, pressure from your nose can pull it in for you to be safe.
4. Sanitizer, 1 gallon. Soap, 1 gallon. And tissue, we have 12.
So you can collect. Yes, Arabic, you are less. You are supposed to be the last. We are presenting this.
It is also appropriate to select some of you people and students to be COVID-19 ambassadors of our schools. So please, as you are going, don't go and sleep or keep quiet. educate your peers. Tell the good news to your peers that the pandemic is real. You've been seeing me in classroom. If you are not wearing, I will slap you, you know. So our teachers here, go and check your students. And if you protect yourself, you are protecting your sister or your brother, and the whole of our society, our schools, our homes will be rid of this dangerous virus, and we shall all be free. Director, we are most grateful to you and your team. Resource person, God bless you. God should replenish all what you have lost. Our staff, Tepa SHS, the college staff from Sister JHS schools who are here, we also thank you for bringing your students to this program. God bless us all.
Wrap up. What we will do is that the girl prefect and the boys prefect, you will come with your things here and then just give a praises to the organizers. The same to you, the same to me, the same to you. I think the rest, we are going to pray and then give. So, today is Friday, and then Muslim prayer. Musharraf, come and pray for me.
So far, I did actually Team Africa Aid, any rescue volunteers at the Abechama, a dear SM and a more at the catcher.
Okay, I think at this point in time, I'll be permitted to take off my nose so that I can speak. Okay, it's a nice privilege to be here, and we thank Almighty God for how far you have brought us. And we thank the Team Africa, that is the Team Africa. Yeah, we thank them for this PPEs and other ways that they give it to us, words of encouragement and how we are going to live since the COVID-19 is concerned. Actually, we have been living good since the COVID-19 pandemic is around, and by the grace of the Almighty God, and since our teachers and the school management are concerned, we are still in control, taking things day in and day out. Yeah, so we thank them for what the PPs do protect us. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, first of all, we are very happy to be here. It's been a while this COVID-19 came to Ghana. We have done a very marvelous thing in this pandemic. We recorded many cases, but we as students, we disciplined ourselves so we will live safe. We are very happy that they came to our aid and they have provided all these things for us. We thank them.